Congrats on the win. You really clamped down on the defensive end tonight. How'd you do it?
Defense starts with effort. You know, if you want to stay on the floor, you have to compete on the defensive end. Coach isn't going to accept anything than less than 100%. You know, I'm still learning, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Yeah, you looked comfortable out there tonight. You created plenty of turnovers. Where did you learn to fight through screens like that?
That's a good question. College, mostly. You know, Coach was a beast for those fundamentals, those defensive fundamentals, that is. Now it feels like that part of the game is translated most easily.
Looks like it. Thank you.
Defensive end we haven't seen before tonight. What's the difference out there?
You know, I think you're just seeing a gradual improvement as we translate lessons from the practice court, to the game.
So you haven't had a fire lit under you guys? You look like a different club on D tonight.
Man, I have no clue what you're talking about, brother. You know, everyone in this locker room is 100% committed and together. You know, you don't get an effort like that on defense otherwise.
Fair enough. All right, thanks.
Oh, is that my man John in the cut back there? Man, it's always good to see you. What's up?
Hey, it's me, man. Great game, MP.
Thank you, man.
So, Coach Graves just let us know that you're back in the starting lineup. Yeah. First off, did he tell you yet? And if so, how does that feel?
Yeah, he just let me know, man, and it feels good. It feels real good, but that's never been my main goal in this league. I just want to contribute to winning basketball. So if that means, playing with the starters or coming off the bench, it don't make a difference to me, man. But I'm in that starting lineup, so I'm hyped.
So are you aware of reports that you've been placed back in the starting lineup so they can actually showcase you for a potential trade?
No. That's actually the first time I've actually heard that.
Well, let me read this to you. Sources familiar with the organization's thinking have confirmed that there's interest in acquiring Shep Owens in the trade. So how do you feel about that?
It's surprising. I mean, you'd literally be swapping someone who's shown he knows how to win in this league for someone who's mostly potential.
Well, not to throw salt on the wound, I'm also hearing that Shep was Othello Akpin's first choice at 18, but Phil Boyer overruled him.
I mean, if that's true, those things happen. Not everyone's going to evaluate talent the same way heading into the draft. I would just hope that I've done enough since then to show that I belong here and can help build a winning culture for this team.
York, electric against the Knicks.
He was, B.A. He was taunting the crowd in the Mecca. We saw another level of Trae Young, the ability to be the man in a series, doing it on the biggest stage in New York.
Screen by Gordon. From outside the arc, and Bosh gets it to go.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reese.
Here's Bosh. Williams defending, and it's hammered home by Green.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Team points in the game. Here's Bosh. And there are the Nuggets with another bucket.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Bosh. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. He's got 31.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight.
6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. And the basket is good. He got it.
Bosh, that's for two. He hits the back iron and sinks his shot. 40 points for Insanity. Kitch with the steal. Fires the three. It's Bosh, that time on the assist by Jokic. 43 points for Insanity. Bosh grabs the miss. The Nuggets lead by 16. Deep two from Murray. And again, it's Denver.
Seems to get the lid off of that bucket.
Jokic with a screen on Hardaway. And Bosh gets it to go.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string. Be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Tries the spin move. Here's Bosh. And it's Denver with another.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down.
Jokic with a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Bosh. And a Another basket for Denver.
He's going off this quarter.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Nikola Jokic again has won the league MVP, but he's not one to beat his own chest. He said, quote, I never think about it. I didn't come here to be the MVP of the league. I always think that somebody's better than me, and I want to compete to beat them. Just by that mentality.
Jokic with a screen on Green. And here's Jokic. Green covering. That one goes. Count it. He's got 9. Here's Bosh. Here's Jokic. Oh, wow! This team, Grant, they're loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space.
He can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
That was a coach's dream, to get that kind of effort and intensity on the glass, and for it to pay those kinds of dividends, critical.
Slowly building up steam.
Shoots over Kleba. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And he's got 41 now.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
Questions before you go on?
Nah, no questions. I feel really good. Stan seems super cool. I'm ready for it.
Interesting.
What? What's up?
Looks like Othello is out.
Stop playing.
You just tweeted that.
Hold
He's
on.
out.
Let me.
No.
Give me your phone.
Oh my.
Give me a sec. Give me a second. Okay. After spending the last 7 years of my NBA career helping build this team the city deserves, blah blah blah, it is with great sadness I announced that I'll be stepping down from my role as general manager effective immediately.
Give me my phone.
Hold on. There's more. It has become clear in the recent days that I share a different vision for the future of this franchise than the current leadership
They're
group.
coming. Give me my phone.
And we have mutually decided to part
I've
ways.
told you all of
That's
this. Never take
crazy.
much
MP, thank you so much for coming. I'm sure you've probably already heard the news by now.
Focus.
You know,
Right?
obviously, we're...
Oh, looks like you got what you wanted. Hope you're ready for it. We're going to be asking you about it.
Obviously, we're gonna have to cover this. You going to change topics?
That depends, Jocelyn. Are you game to cover Othello's unfortunate departure with a fair and balanced perspective?
You know how this works, Ashley. News happens. Kendrick and JJ react. I mean, I can't tell them what to say.
We both know that Kendrick has a certain agenda when it comes to MP.
With all due respect, you were well aware of Kendrick's views regarding your client before agreeing to this interview. So I guess I'm just trying to figure out what exactly has changed here.
I'm just trying to make sure that you don't railroad my client on national television.
That is not fair. We don't railroad. We don't do gotcha interviews.
Hey. Ashley, I appreciate your intensity. I do. But let's just take a breather. I'll answer whatever question you guys got. I have nothing to hide.
Great. You're on in 30.
Wish me luck.
Look, your access to MP is a privilege. It's not a right. Remember that. What is so funny?
Oh, please. You should be paying us for this publicity. Your client just eviscerated his enemy and now gets to brag about it on national television. Pretty sure that's as big as a win as there is. But thank you.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are joined by the hottest story in the NBA right now, MP. MP, welcome back to the program.
What's going on, fellas? Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, all right. Originally, we were going to have you talk about your epic rant from the press conference yesterday after your stellar performance, but we have just learned that your GM, Othello Akpem, has resigned, and I'd love to get your hot take on that.
Yeah.
I know this is a delicate topic, MP, but obviously we all saw the reports that Othello Akpem was attempting to trade you for Shep Owens.
Yeah, that's right.
So my question is, how does it feel to come out on top in such a public power struggle?
No, well, hold on. At the end of the day, this city is my home. These are my people, this is my team, and this is where I want to finish my career. All right? Now, Othello clearly didn't think I was the right guy for the franchise, which is very unfortunate because he is no longer going to be here. But from this point going forward, I'm just focused on that same goal, deliver a championship to the city.
MP, you know and the world know I'm one of Shep's biggest fans.
Yeah, and one of my biggest haters, too.
Oh, slow down. I'm not a hater. I just call it like I see it. And right now, the way I see it, I gotta eat a little crow. Cause you got a mean streak in you, boy. You got that killer instinct that, quite frankly, I ain't think you had.
I mean, thank you, but is there a question in there?
Yeah. Where's this version of MP been hiding?
You know, being a leader isn't just about one thing. You know, one day you might need to put your arm around a teammate, the next you might have to yell at him to get his head on straight, you know, kind of thing. So it's all about the person and the situation. You know, so far in my career, I haven't really had to yell at cats that much, but I will say this, if you keep poking, you know, that dragon gonna get let loose one day, and you're not gonna like it.
And speaking of killer instinct, the reason we originally asked you on the show was to talk about the legendary press conference you just gave. Can you tell us a little bit about that, how you decided that it was time to speak up for yourself so publicly?
Yo, I'm the kind of guy that doesn't usually like to put myself in the spotlight. You know, like that's always been me. But giving the rumors, the innuendos, all the stuff, man, I decided that now is the time to really put it to rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for me, more so, but for my teammates. Because, like, ever since draft night, like, I was sick of it. And quite frankly, they were sick of it as well. You know, I tried to do everything that I could to quiet all the questions around me, my game, and to try to just focus on the game on the court. But apparently that wasn't enough, so quite frankly, I just had to do what needed to be done.